Tasty Triangle, alone, pregnant, and ill, is trying to reach a desert town where the survivors of our expedition. Welcome back to Ramen's Bunker Binge. This is part 4 of Amnesia Rebirth. I think. Is it part 3? I don't know, I wasn't paying attention. Is that just me? I've not actually noticed that before. Listen to this sound really carefully. Kind of sounds like a baby, like, going. You know, just the little noises they make when they're breathing and drinking and stuff. They go. That's so strange. It's probably just coincidental. Whoa. Yeah, the level design. It's very strange in this level. It looks fucking awful, to be honest. Like, look at that. I love that noise. The music, oh! Speaking of the music, I'll bring this up every single time. This is the best horror ambient track in the game, and it's barely used. It's a Water Monster remix. Best track in the game, and they put it at the end of this sequence when you run through. No one hears it.
Mama!
Hello.
Alice is gone. Don't worry, Mama. I'm here.
Why is your child British? Whichever child voiced that child, you're a bad voice actor, 8-year-old girl. Fuck you. I can't swear at a child, that's really mean. No. Ah.
Alice? Alice! Salim! Salim, quickly!
Fucking haunting. Pot lid, excuse me.
No. You're so much bigger. This can't be real. Wake up. Wake up, Tessie. Oh, God.
Don't mind me, sorry, just dragging a whole civilization behind me.
Shit. I'm so heavy. This feels like 6 months. More.
These bricks are so rubbery.
Look, that ladder. Is that the way out?
So janky. It's the best looking part of the entire game. This whole scene looks incredible. I love it. It's so Amnesia. at full volume. That actually kind of scared me.
Oh, Christ. Look, little one. I think this is a way out of here.
22nd May 1839. That thing is after me. It has been hunting me for days, but I keep out of its trail, so I will persevere. I can see a settlement at the edge of the desert. I'm getting closer. I can see it, but it is not me, it is Abdullah. Through his eyes I see, his mind I hear. Confined to myself, I see only death dressed in the orb's darkest shadow. You were right, Zazura is real. I have an orb, but the shadow pursues and I am trapped. I will attempt the crossing, it is my only way out. Record my name, tell all, it was Herbert who gave us new worlds to explore. Yeah, because we hear that Herbert writes down in his journal that Daniel gets from the customs house. We found out that fucking Herbert has an orb as well. So there were two orbs housed here. Again, why? If he has the orb, what are those pieces in my drawing room? I don't know. I literally don't understand. I can't keep track of all of these orbs. Agrippa had one, and then it was taken from him when the shadow caught up to him and sent him to the Alps, and then he had one again when Alexander captured him and kept him prisoner since 1608 or whatever the fuck. Fucking Wire has a bunch of them that he collects apparently. I can't keep track of who has what orbs and how many there are. This is some Greek shit though. The buff dudes holding up the room. So this did used to be a Mithraeum. Oh, this game does look really good sometimes. Look at that. That looks so cool. But this is the path that Daniel envisions in that Dark Descent when you pick up the third note in the archives. This is the stone slab that they moved. This is that pathway. And he walks up. He grabs it from there. There is no shame in using a parasol in the desert. As it happens, I like getting my balls crushed. But it looks ridiculous. My balls hurt much more than yours, I assure you. That's so stupid. Oh, I wasted a match. No. 17th of May, 1839. I was right, and it is a bit of pill. A Mithraeum. And in it an orb. And now my dolt of an assistant is shattered. I have sent it and him to Brennenburg. Perhaps something may be salvaged. No, you didn't. You didn't send him to Brennenburg at all. That's just false. You fucking died, and your stuff was retrieved and given to Daniel when he picked it up from the customs house. He flicked through your journal, sent letters to every single fucking person inside of it, and the Brennenburg letter is the one that he chose to follow out of desperation. You didn't send him to Brennenburg. Brennenburg sent Daniel to him. This is merely a spoke on the wheel. What does this hub hold?
I don't know. But it can't be any worse than here.
A Door to Many Worlds by B.A. Baracus. Forward. Few would have said, as I write this memoir, I am, my great endeavour is on. Charlotte. A full and accurate copy of the symbols in the room with the pillars is most important. I believe it to be the crystal orb that I seek. A clue to its whereabouts will see you well rewarded. Sorry. Oh, I'm not sorry, it's funny. It catches you off guard every single fucking time and you like it. Ethereal resonance chamber. Tune it? Ethereal flow selector. Portal chamber. Focus control? All pedestal and shielding. Laden jars? Energy store. Oh, no dialogue for this one, eh? Bastard. Yeah, see, they didn't know. This drawing solidifies it. They didn't know that that was there. So that couldn't have been the caves that they talked about. That couldn't have been the caves they came through. Man, I can't read. Legally. Never got my reader's license. Remember getting a pen license as a kid? That was like the coolest thing. What the fucking hell? What? Oh my lord. It's a HBL game, guys. Don't worry. We found the shovel of Rebirth. Oh, look at this drum. What is this? I've never seen this before. That's cool. Reminds me of a Diavolo? Is that what it's called? The red thing with the strings. God, I'm 6 months fat. Holy shit.
We were going to French Sudan. To a gold mine. To make it more efficient. Alex Darling's family were paying. I was doing some drawings. Jonathan, poor Jonathan. He was the engineer. How much use is gold in all of this?
Very poetic.
Lullaby, close your eyes for sleep is coming. Hush now, lullaby. Mama's here, so don't you cry.
So creepy, just singing it to herself in this empty, almost century old campsite. It's so eerie.
This is Richard's. He was here.
I don't care.
I don't remember why.
Take a shot. I'm glad he's dead. Filthy fucking bottom. Oh, he's not dead yet. We kill him. Yes. Oh, there's the engravings on the metal. Huh. I wonder if it's somewhat translatable.
Oh, my heart.
Poor family. This game looks really good. Again, I don't know how I remember these. I just do. This one twice. Then the middle one once, and then that's it. That's the puzzle. But it would have been so much cooler if they actually made the player find a missing wheel or something, because there's a whole area over there you don't even need to go in. And that's the optional encounter that I mentioned earlier in the first episode, or the second episode, or even the third episode. I don't know when I mentioned it. But there are 2 encounters in the entire game that you can hide from, and I mean hide and wait for it to go away. Every other encounter is scripted to either you get around the enemy, or they walk to place and then you get around them when they're at the place. But there's only 2 encounters in the entire game where a Dark Descent encounter, and one of them is optional. The final encounter in the game, the Wraith at the tower, is the only scripted Dark Descent-esque monster encounter. And that's so strange to me, that really is. Hello. I was a really light baby. Comment your baby weight in the comments below. I was, I think, £5.6. I know. I was a light little boy. It's okay. Like, that fog really does look amazing. The light streaming into the room, filtering. So cool. Leon de Vries. Mining expert. Leon wasn't even his original name. Honestly, I reckon that they renamed him after the RE2 make.
The accession of Tehana. Life leached out of the daughter of Atua with every breath. The Empress decreed she must live, that the line must continue. Tamaku and their order fought to keep the life in her as she drifted in the borders. And they surged. The blades to the parting of her spine. But her womb would not quicken, and the life ebbed, and the light in her eyes faded. So Tamaku stood before them, radiant with the light of the moons, and whole, the essence flowing through her. Yet her mother took up the orb from Atua's lifeless brow, and called Tamaku to her, and a fierce light was in her eyes. She took that day her new name. And that was the first day of the endless rule of resplendent Tehana, who is no mother, and yet is mother of us all.
I have many questions. Why is there radio static for that? I don't get it. the parting of the spine. I mentioned it in the Penumbra Black Plague video. Part 2 at the end of it. The spine being a possible entry point. It was an interesting thing that they brought up. I know it has no relevance to Rebirth whatsoever, but I made a connection between the spinal stuff here in that note and the spinal stuff in Black Plague on that wall diagram. But it's interesting, picked up the orb from Atua's lifeless brow. When she was dying and they put the orb on her head, or is the orb in them? Do they have... because Tihana wears this weird cloak thing that emanates this fucking... This wavelength of something, like... Is the orb in them, you know? Is there one orb that's passed... shut the fuck up! Is there one orb that's passed down throughout the bloodline? Or do all 7 rulers of the bloodline have one of the 7 orbs? How many more orbs are there if 7 of the orbs are in these people's other world? What about all the orbs in the Mithraims and stuff? Where do they fit in? How did they find them? Why did they base their society around them when they don't even know what the shadow is or its powers? I don't get that.
Well, I guess that's worked. Let's hope that's fixed the portal.
Not the Order of the Black Eagle? No. Looks like fucking... that's like a H.P. Lovecraft thingy. Shub Edwardwrath? Cthulhu? That doesn't look like an eagle, that. It's like some... looks like a reptile. Never mind. Maybe it's not and I'm just stupid. I don't know. I will praise the symbolism as well. It's a coffin. It's clever.
Are you ready, little one?
She's 3 years old and she's starting college.
It's the theme song from my Netflix series, 3-Year-Old in College. We're trying to get it crowdfunded at the moment. I'm playing it at Indie Festival next year. I'll make a video on it. We'll do a giveaway. We'll give away PS5. What kind of bit was that? Not funny? Oh, okay. Forgive me. My mistake. I'll try and be funny from now on. Haha, spaghetti. How was that? Damn, you're hard to please. I'm not the problem, you're the problem. Look at this gap in the ceiling. They put a rock there on that top bit, but this bit's just exposed. It's not central. Come on. How did you make a sphere and make it not symmetrical? It is weird that Miko used the same strings in like 17 of the ambient tracks, but it's the same string pattern, the same panning. It's like the exact same sample. He rendered it as like a wave file, and then just like put it over like all of the different tracks to give it a bit more movement. That's what it sounds like, at least. Just kind of makes the ambience blend into each other, the horror ambience. Some of the cut horror ambience though in the files are really, really good. Like the cut hunting ground ones, they hurt your ears, but they're fucking creepy. Spiral staircase. The names of all of the otherworld people, I feel like they're all pronounced really interestingly. They're all stressed. The second syllable in all of the names is stressed. Mareku, Tihana, Tamaku. No one goes Temaku or Tamaku. It's Tamaku, Mihara. The stress is always on the second syllable. That's really interesting. Ayandra. It's always 3-syllable names. Like a fucking Skyrim shout. Me, hurrah! Oh, stupid! You scared me! That was a real fucking... What's his name? Nikocado Avocado reaction. He just overreacts and then just goes... Man, Nikocado Avocado is a living legend, honestly. I don't watch any of his videos, but he is committed to the bit. It is all an act, but it's bloody well done. People think it's real. It's not real. It can't be. I refuse to believe it. Ah! Fucking bitch. He jumped like a Norwegian skier. Fuck me. Blocking you up. Have fun getting out from the pizza slice rock. Pretty fucking grody.
Go.
Thank you. Yeah, that is fucked. Like, that look of fear on his face. His eyes been ripped out, half of his face is missing, his teeth are missing.
Under desert ruins and Roman bricks. What was this place about? Some sort of outpost for that other world.
He's missing an arm, a leg, the skin on his hand. It's disgusting. And this is Leon. Oof. Stop all the music. Hello.
I feel a bit better in here, little Amarie. Just you rest. Alex, darling. He and Richard were in love. I knew when I first saw them. Sitting beneath the trees in the hotel garden. With Richard complaining about the coffee.
Bottom.
It was in every look they shared.
That's cute. I love Tassie's writing, I really do. I'll save the oil for myself for later. There's a little reward. Oh. The level design fuck-ups bother me so much. They're everywhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The hole in the map. The staircase clipping through the ceiling. It's just, oh. These two cross-sectioning. Oh my god, it's so obnoxious. Maybe it's just me being petty, but I really hate stuff like that. Just the haberdashery slapped togetherness, you know? Why am I looking up at the ceiling? She's going to... The coffin awaits? Ooh. Yep. We're gonna have to go in the next episode. We'll have the whole Leon segment separate, because I can't keep this episode going on for too much longer. Thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Take care, bye bye.